How to add value as a HR business partner. What's often missed is there's a couple of areas in particular. The head of HR is not involved. It's a lens through which I think we can look at holistically. Our culture is not fully in our control. There are steps that we can take. Not only do they perform better, but also, so these are areas that we can focus on.
Whatever role we're in, almost inevitably, it's very challenging. My role is to share the lessons of my 30+ years of experience of running businesses, developing teams, leading turnarounds and assessing businesses for acquisition.
In all of this, collectively, across the whole of my career, I've been involved with over 150 different operating organisations and environments.
My name's Rob Evans, and I hope you find this content both enjoyable and of great value.
As a HR business partner, we are typically engaging with either an individual or a team, supporting them, and clearly to add value we need to be on top of the technical aspects of our role, but that's not where we're necessarily going to make a difference. In my experience, often the head of HR is not involved in the most important decisions in the organisation, which when we think about the logic or otherwise of that, the numbers in our organisation, because we're all driven by numbers, come from as a consequence of activities, and the activities are done by people. So in human resources, we ought to be in a position where we're at the top table in decision making, but in reality, often our ideas and insight, expertise is shared at the top table in a mediated way. We share with the CFO or the CEO, and they represent the human resources function at the most important decision making forum. I think against that backdrop, we have to ask ourselves the question, why is it that human resources often aren't seen to be adding value as strategic business partners or business partners at the highest level? And I think that often is a consequence of being so engaged in activity, which in many ways is focused on managing risk for the organisation. What's often missed is the commercial side, the business side, how we can really add value proactively in the organisation. We're going to have a variety of internal clients, and those clients typically will be engaged in a wide range of activities. They'll have varying priorities, duties, obligations, responsibilities. Their preoccupations may vary widely, and we have to service those in any way that we can if we really want to add value in the organisation with which we operate. How consciously do we seek to learn the various activities that exist within our organisation?
Well, I hope you're enjoying and getting great value from this video. Please give it a like and please subscribe. It really helps. Thank you.
There's a couple of areas in particular where human resources can add tremendous value. The first part is working alongside the CEO, and in all likelihood, because it's such an important role, the CFO, in helping in the design of the environment in which our people operate. In my experience, the successful teams tend to cover 4 bases really well. That's people, principles, mechanics and culture. It's a lens through which I think we can look at holistically at our organisation. And in my experience, the successful teams, they don't fall down substantially in any of those 4 areas. Enough quality people to get done what they need to get done. On the principles side, they tend to be absolutely clear on what they stand for, what they're setting out to achieve, how they're setting out to achieve it, and they're consistent with their principles, so it makes decision making easier and empowerment easier. On the mechanics side, the operating mechanics side, the internal hardwiring is set up in a way that the organisation is easy to work with and easy to work for. And the culture is one in which those who work with the organisation and for the organisation find it energising. Are we energising to work with and energising to work for? And whilst culture is an outcome, and whilst culture is not fully in our control, there are steps that we can take to move it forward in the direction that we want to move it forward. This is a major part of a programme I've put together to help human resources professionals to deliver an enhanced strategic input within the organisation and to help them better business partner.
You can find the programme by clicking the link in the description or the comments. Also, I do keynotes and talks, lunch and learns, breakfast and learns, online forums. There's an opportunity there also to join the Outperformance Highway community, and there's lots more content.
I think on the environment side, we can help. Often CEOs and CFOs are not so cognizant of the value of culture, and of course it's far better in our organisation if we've got our people doing what they do because they really want to do it rather than doing it because they feel they have to do it. There's many areas that we must consider in each of those 4 buckets that I talked through based on my experience, and I think we can really help our CEO and CFO to very consciously think about the environment that we design for our people. How can we as individuals show our best, give our best, if the environment that we're operating in is less than ideal? The second important area I think that we can really help is in consciously skilling up beyond compliance training and beyond specific technical training, skilling up, and we think about how this can scale our department leaders, because if we skill up our department leaders, that has a multiplication effect, because not only do they perform better, but also they share that with the folks in their team. So I think focusing on the business acumen and the people acumen of our department leaders is potentially very helpful, and also helping all of the folks in our organization that are customer facing, interfacing with customers. The more we can help them become more confident in engaging with business leaders, the likelier we are to be successful, and the likelier we are to have a really strong impact as a human resources business partner, because the stronger the relationship our people can develop with business leaders, at prospects and at clients, the likelier we are to see more business from those, the stronger the bonds our organization has with the customers. So these are areas that we can focus on and really add value as a human resources business partner.
I hope you enjoyed that and got great value from it. Please don't forget to check out the link. Also, please give it a like and please do subscribe. As I said, it really does help. I'll see you in the next video.